with a desperate need to be loved and valued and appreciated. Hello there, dear listener. My name is Clous. If you like listening to I Should Roll, and you like me, and please, like me, I humbly request you leave us a review on your preferred podcast listening tool. Reaching for anything easier you are more likely to do. If writing a review is too much to ask, you could also rate or share. If you are so inclined, share it with your friends. Or simply, maybe, clawing at the bottom of the empty well of ideas. If none of these options appeal to you, please at least think about how much you like us. Perhaps send us some of those good vibes. Reassuring myself that this will work. Yes, I am sure vibes could be a good supplement. Athena has told me much about these vibes, and how good that vibes can be. Realizing I've been talking for far too long. Thank you for your time. I will keep an ear out for your vibes. Goodbye for now. And as we say, I should roll.
A podcast by the Intergalactic Improv Initiative.
Dangerous Dangers, Episode 7. Well, this is awkward. Featuring the voices of Alanya Campbell, Tiff Compton, Amanda Cotter, Maria Damianou, Leah Lawson, Dan Spitaliere, and creator, Kaya Renwick. No one is so brave that they are not disturbed by something unexpected. I should roll. Last time on Dangerous Dangers, after defeating the Minos operatives who had returned to their safe house, one dead, one tied to a dining room chair with strips of bedsheets, our intrepid heroes embarked on an interrogation of their hopeful informant-to-be. Unfortunately, the infiltrator was less than forthcoming. After a super creepy moment where he intimated that he wasn't afraid of dying because it meant he would be with the Reapers sooner, Jesse hacked the man's Omni tool and discovered that Minos is very, very interested in him.
January 19th, 2189. Terra Universal Coordinated Calendar. The Citadel. Widow System. Serpent Nebula. The Presidium. Lower residential areas. Minos Safe House.
I think there's a lot of things running through Jesse's head right now. I don't know how much is being said out loud or internal. I think, kind of under his breath, Kai, I don't know how you want to run that, if it's like a perception check or something, but he is saying something under his breath that if anybody's nearby...
That would be up to everybody else in the room, how much attention you guys are paying to Jesse, whether you want to do...
all of it.
Perception or insight, whether you want to hear what he is saying or kind of guess what he's feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So Athena, you're definitely paying attention.
Yes.
Okay, then give us a roll.
I rolled my first real dice, guys. That is 16 and 19.
19, okay, and were you doing perception or insight?
Oh. I did perception.
So perception?
Yeah.
Okay, then I think that will be just what she hears.
Yeah. So
Right.
you would hear under his breath that he's like staring at the data scrolling across his, the virtual interface of the Omni tool, just saying, they're after me.
Sorry, what was that?
Huh?
You know what I meant. What did you read?
Maybe not right now.
All right. I'll hold you to that. See me later.
You guys, you stasised the infiltrator. And I am going to say that stasis probably runs out right about now. So the stasis field dissipates, and he kind of squirms in the chair, and then sees, oh, absolutely nothing has changed. And kind of looks at you all, trying to figure out what is happening next.
We can't just leave him here like this, can we?
No. Leave him? No, we have to... I'm very conflicted about this, but I think the best thing to do would be to... not hand him to C-Sec, but maybe...
Nope.
We need to hand him to someone, because honestly, the greater good
Let me handle
is
that.
at stake here. You will?
Yep.
Good.
What do you plan on doing?
I think I asked you last time if I had some way of contacting Hackett or like leaving him a message, and that's what I would be doing.
Yes.
Good, because I was going to bait him into revealing who he knows, but I didn't have to do it.
You know I'm Alliance. That's not a surprise.
Yeah, but whether he's willing to use his contacts is another matter.
What are you including in that message?
I mean, as many levels of encryption as I can possibly manage. But would be location, Minos operative, captured alive.
Okay, so just very short, sweet, to the point.
Yeah.
We got a guy, come pick him up?
Yeah.
Okay, then what you get back within less than a minute, based on the luck check I just rolled to decide whether Hackett was at his desk or not, you get confirmation in very short terms that squad is on the way.
Do we have anything more substantial than sheets to secure this guy? Because people are coming for a pickup.
I think Vraga did an investigation check to see what she could find, and they found bed sheets. I don't think anybody else has looked at the moment. You could probably use omnicuffs.
Yeah, sure. That's a thing I totally knew existed.
Until right now.
Right now.
I mean, y'all have manufacturing suites in your Omni tools. It's a thing.
Quizzically, Athena, don't you have omnicuffs?
Yes, give me a second.
Why? I didn't think of these before.
We were in early sessions. We weren't thinking about these things.
Yes.
They're for subduing people, right? Not like some... Never mind.
Column A, column B, it depends on the situation.
Are we having another Shibari moment right now?
You kind of are. I am going to say that while you guys are bantering about who has the sexiest omnicuffs, someone happens to be walking down the corridor outside, and Nyx, you see a corpse in the hallway, a human corpse, and the remains of a sentry turret, which appears to have been blown to smithereens by a rocket that clearly came out of the door right beside it.
Well, this isn't something that I normally see every day.
Definitely not.
I'm gonna poke it, the corpse, just to make sure.
You're poke the corpse?
Just want to poke it. Yeah.
Okay, it's definitely dead. It appears to have also been taken out by a rocket, based on the explosion damage. It is wearing Minos armor, which is brown with dark yellow undersuit and a bright red circle insignia with a vertical line through it. This guy is very dead. Guys, would you have locked the apartment behind you after hauling the infiltrator in?
In the interest of fairness, probably not.
Yeah, I was going to say absolutely not.
I feel like I would have shut it behind me in like...
Well, shut. The door will have shut.
Oh, okay.
But locked is the question.
Probably not. Unless Jesse did it, no.
Yeah, unless Jesse did it.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether Jesse would have thought to.
No, I didn't. I asked about weapons on the outside, not about locking the door.
Okay. So then, yeah, Nyx, as you walk up and you poke this corpse, the door that it is lying in front of, presumably where the rocket came from, the lock panel is green. And you hear faint voices through the door. There might be a Krogan in there. Hard to tell. It sounds like they're talking about omnicuffs. You're really missing a lot of context here.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my pistol. Just to have it on me. I have no idea what's going on right now. So,
It's probably for the best.
safety first.
Would Solace be able to hear Nyx's song as she's walking?
Solace would certainly be able to sense Nyx on the other side of the door if Solace was paying attention. That being said, Solace has lived on the Citadel for a while now, and there are quite a few people around the Citadel at any given moment, and so that would be up to Solace whether Solace was continuing to keep guard.
I feel like they would be keeping guard, just in case. So
Okay.
I would have heard her song then.
Yeah, you would. Okay, so Maria, I don't know how much reading you've had the opportunity to do into our background, but please feel free to describe Nyx's ambient song. So the way that Rachni understand and interact with the world in Kaya canon is a web of song. It's another layer of existence, another plane of existence, electrical signals, which they interpret as music and color and sensation. And so this and everybody. It's the song of your thoughts and your feelings and emotions that are occurring at all times. And yeah, you can describe it however you like, with any sort of music, of color, of literal like physical sensations. What is the aura that Nyx projects as she walks through the world, and how is it maybe different now as she's run across a corpse in the middle of a hallway? Than how it might be normally.
She is surprisingly excitable, but not in a alarmed way. If visually speaking, it's swirls and staccato notes and just vibrant colors that are just in a kaleidoscope of patterns. And it seems like fanfare. It seems a little bit too jarring for the situation. She's very much in an excitable state. And though this isn't her first corpse that she's seen, part of her, there is a little bit of dissonance happening because she's trying to figure out what's currently going on. But she's very much in this kind of high state right now.
So I'll add to that a little bit. So Solace, you would know from the swirls and the depth of color and emotion. This is an Asari on the other side of the door. In her maiden stage, so a fairly young Asari. And yeah, otherwise, that as Maria has said, she's, yeah, exactly what Maria said. It is up to you whether or not you communicate this to the group.
And it doesn't sound like an alarmed or frightened song, right?
More curiosity.
Okay. We would relay the information to the rest of the group, just because it just seemed confusing that someone would not be alarmed by the bloodshed that has happened outside.
My shield's out.
Okay.
Yeah. Concerned. We don't believe this is another one of their colleagues, do we?
I think tightens the omnicuffs and then stands up, spins around. She's got the shotgun aimed at the door. She is not trusting this.
Vraga is actually on her way to the door, and as long as Nyx isn't currently opening the door, Vraga is going to open it with her executioner pistol in hand.
Okay, who opens it first?
Shall we roll for
Should
it?
we roll? Contested roll.
Yeah,
contested roll.
Or was Nyx going to open it?
Nyx was definitely going to call out first because she senses there's something happening. Like there's something going on.
So then what I think happens is Vraga, the door opens as Nyx is about to call something out. And instead, Nyx gets a face full of possibly angry Krogan female with pistol in hand. Nyx, could you describe yourself?
Nyx is about 5'8". She has a complexion of turquoise and violet hues. where the turquoise fades into violet on her scalp tentacles. She has feathered, lighter markings on her forehead and cheekbones with iridescent freckles that go up her cheekbones to her temples. Her eyes are a crystal blue with a faint gold sunburst. She has been described as having impeccable structure. She is very well endowed, dummy thick, and she's very proud of that. Rarely wears makeup, but she does appreciate a good eyeshadow. Her suit is white with a honeycomb pattern. Where the seams meet, there is a red outline. It's definitely a thick, premium, PPE, ready for anything type of suit. It doesn't look like it belongs to an Asari commando. Very reminiscent to their design. Her boots are pretty fucking awesome. These incredibly high boots that go up the thigh, intentionally tailored to connect with her suit. They appear to have a chitinous quality mixed with leather. Kind of goes with the lining of her suit. Hi, I'm medical personnel. We got a call, and there was a little bit of a disturbance, and here I am. I'm a doctor. Is anyone hurt? Injured? I see that guy over there didn't really have a good time. Just making sure.
Without an escort.
What was that?
I said without an escort. You come here alone. After explosions.
It's not necessarily safe in this area, and we like to be a little bit more stealthy. Less people involved, less noise. Hopefully, easier cleanup, but looks like I have a lot of work to do.
Next, I want a deception roll from you, and Athena, I want an insight check.
This is exactly how I thought their relationship would start. I'm very happy.
Yup.
17.
Ooh.
21.
Oh, you motherfucker! Well done.
Okay, so then I'll say that Athena, you're sus. This doesn't seem to add up, but no, you can't find a hole in it.
As they're having this conversation, Vraga just looks at Nyx and is glad that most of her body is maybe masking the destruction that happened in this room, maybe, and pulls a Han Solo out of her ass and says, "Well, we're all fine here now, thank you. How are you?"
I'm gonna need another deception roll on that.
You got it.
And therefore an insight check from Nyx.
That's a 9.
God damn it.
In true Vraga fashion.
16.
You can definitely tell that all is not fine, as a matter of fact.
Trying to recover the situation.
Clous.
I see you have your hands quite full. You sure you guys are doing all right? This isn't something I normally stumble across.
Attempting a distraction. Actually, there isn't anything in my hands right now. They are quite empty. What should I put in my hands? Does anyone have a drink?
There's alcohol right here.
Nyx, have you come into the apartment yet?
No.
Oh, I probably couldn't have seen her at all then, because I'm in the kitchen.
I mean, the doors, the Mass Effect doors are quite large.
Yeah.
Like, Vraga's big, but
Yeah,
she's not entire door big.
Exactly.
Remember the layout of this apartment. You guys are up by the kitchen, so you would be able to see down and like you'd see Nyx.
That's true, sunken living room.
Yeah, like you would see Nyx through the door. Where's Solace, by the way?
I think I'm right beside. I'm near the couch.
Okay, great. So then Nyx, you can also see that there's a arachnite in the room.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
You knew that they had rejoined Galactic Society, but I don't imagine you've seen many of them around.
I haven't had the pleasure.
Instead of Solace trying to greet her, they just wave their tiny little arm. They don't want to alarm her.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
That's adorable.
It's a pleasure to meet you. How many of you are there exactly?
Does it matter?
Well, for my safety, and I would assume your safety too, I'm the only person currently here.
Again, your safety, but you don't have other guns. I think we're fine. We've got our Omni Gel.
As you say this, Athena, several pairs of heavy boots are coming down the corridor. You guys can hear the footsteps coming down behind Nyx.
I'm Maisie Parker, and I'm from the Sanctioned Space Geese Committee. The following are just some of the harrowing true stories I've heard this week alone.
The geese ate my fries.
Space geese threatened me with a knife and stole my credits.
The goose done hijacked my sky car.
Damn geese keep shitting on my porch. A space goose forcibly removed my shoe.
My husband cheated on me, and we got divorced, and now our kid goes to public school.
You think the geese caused this?
Well, no, but yesterday, one looked at me weird, gave me the evil eye, it did. They have malintent, and everyone knows it.
Malintent. Everyone knows it. To combat the latest galactic threat, please write to your local council using the subject line, Sanctioned Space Geese. And with your help, together, we can make the galaxy a safer place.
I think it's time for a quick getaway.
They know we called.
Yeah, I don't know who those people are exactly.
I mean, you could look.
You're standing outside.
Okay. Nix is gonna go and check to see what's up.
Okay, so you literally turn to look. And hey, it's a bunch of Alliance operatives who are running down the corridor, all in full hardsuit.
Jesse, your friends are here.
Great. Maybe announce yourself so they don't shoot you.
We're with Westcott. Please don't shoot us.
A little disappointed. Jesse, you never told them about us.
I'm kind of on mission right now.
Alliance. Here we go.
So it's a half a dozen Oni agents, all in hard suits, all in black, very matte black, covert, operative sort of style. They come in, none of them speak to you. They come straight up to Jesse, the head guy does. The other guys are they are dealing with the Minos infiltrator post haste. And so the leader comes up to Jesse and exchanges a couple words just to make sure that everything is as you said it was. Is there anything you want to tell him before they take the dude away?
I will, I'll relay the situation about the enemy casualties and the person who we retained, and I will inform them that I will update with pertinent information when I have new information.
Right. Are any of the rest of you wanting to interact with the Alliance officers at all?
Maybe.
Shocking.
Ow!
I'm gonna lay low.
No, Vraga's just watching and admiring their not enthusiasm.
Efficiency?
Yes, thank you very much.
The Minos infiltrator, as soon as he saw the Alliance folks, has gone absolutely stony-faced and is not saying a word and is just completely shut down. He's probably deeply regretting the lack of his dead man switch at the moment.
Athena's just staring holes into him.
I'll flash him a quick smile.
The other officers that aren't currently next to the infiltrator, are they wandering around the area? Are any of them coming near the kitchen area where I am, or would I be making my way over to them?
So there's 6 who showed up. 1 is talking to Jesse. 2 are securing the Minos infiltrator. 1 is supervising those 2 to make sure the asshole does not try anything. And then we've got 1 on either side of the main door. And so they're relatively close to you.
Great. I am going to walk up to whoever would be the closest one to me, trying to make a good first impression. Hello. My name is Clous. I am one of Jesse's friends. What is your name?
So they are all full face helmets. None of them have any, like, the only difference in any of their armor is the one who's speaking to Jesse has, like, the mark that he's a higher officer than the rest of them. But otherwise, these guys are the most faceless, you cannot tell who we are so that you cannot know anything covert operatives you can possibly find. And this person it's the one supervising the two who are securing the infiltrator, like, looks at you, shakes his head slightly, and goes back to work.
At his silence, hoping that I can save this. We are helping Jesse to find his brain.
At this, he swivels slightly, or they, so you can't tell. You cannot tell gender in these suits. They swivel slightly and look at you a little longer, and then shake their head again and once again return to their focused mission. Poor Clous.
Dejectedly. Well, I tried. You can't win them all.
How are Nyx and Vraga doing?
Vraga is still kind of just watching everything, but she's curious about this new Asari, and she says, "Was that all true about you being a medic? You just happened to get some sort of message signal that we were here, that someone was incapacitated?"
Nyx goes up to Vraga, just marvels at her. She almost has no words, just a little bit awestruck. I am a medic. I just have impeccable timing.
I might have to get your opinion on a suit rash later. I'm sure you get that a lot, but in any event, I am Ravanor Vraga, and I haven't met many Asari in my life, but you are interesting. And that is a compliment coming from Vraga.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Vraga. You're right, my name is Dr. Interesting. I'm terrible at this. My name is Dr. Nyx Lalliri, and it is a pleasure to meet you in these unfortunate circumstances. I think I'd like to check on this patient. Just, if I can maybe talk to the Alliance officers, see if I can see how the Minos operative is doing.
I mean, hell, if you think you can try. And she kind of just, like, gestures toward them.
Okay, so the two Oni ops who were securing the infiltrator now they've undone the bed sheets. Those who were in
the cuffs.
What?
And the cuffs?
No, they're not taking off the cuffs. Are you nuts?
Can I get them back?
Well, they're hers.
They're manufactured, guys. You make them with your Omni tools.
Oh.
You wave, and they go. Yes, okay. Just like that. We're gonna keep that SFX in there.
Noted.
So they've kept the Omni cuffs on, but they've undone the bed sheets. Those who were in the vicinity may have heard some quiet snickering as the bed sheets were undone. They now have the infiltrator on his feet, and their frog march limping him towards the door. So Nyx, if they will go past you, if you want to get a look at him, if you want to try to get them to let you take a closer look at him, you're welcome to. That will be a persuasion roll of some sort.
Yes, I'd like to get a closer look at this individual.
Are you going to, like, try to stop them from going past you?
Yes.
Okay, so you get in front of them, and they stop, and they kind of look at each other, and then presumably one of them says something in their helmet comm, because the one in charge who's speaking to Jesse asks you to wait a moment and turns and speaks over the railing. Can I help you, ma'am?
Yes, hi. I'm Dr. Lalliri. I stumbled upon this unfortunate incident and was curious as to how the patient's doing. I mean, I have a facility nearby if I need to look at him.
Oh, there's no need for that, ma'am. We'll take him directly to Alliance headquarters, and we'll see to his well-being there. You can rest assured that the Alliance treats all of its, what's the word that I'm looking for?
Guests?
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go with that. I was like, it's not, they wouldn't say prisoners. You can rest assured that the Alliance treats all its honored guests with the utmost respectability. He will be well seen to.
But have you checked his vitals and whatnot recently? You're supposed to do it at least every 5 to 15 minutes, depending on the type of emergency.
I don't think they give a shit.
The one in charge clears his throat and presumably says something inside his helmet comm. It doesn't go through, because one of the ones that's on the one on the left side of the Minos operative pulls up his Omni tool and shows you the most recent readout of his vitals, which shows that he is in good health apart from the gunshot wound in his leg, which they have now packed with Metagel.
Well, it seems like you guys have it all covered.
The Oni operative is just going to turn off his Omni tool and again start to move past Nyx, if Nyx will let them. But if you want to do something, go ahead. There's the two beside the door, there's the two who are walking him out, there's the one who's probably following them down the stairs, was the one that Clous tried to talk to, and then the one in charge is still up by Jesse, hasn't left yet.
Yeah, I'll go after the one that was talking to Clous, or not talking to Clous.
Yes,
Hey, just quietly, between us, agents that you've acquired before, have they mentioned anything about Reapers?
I'm gonna need one hell of a persuasion check here, Athena.
Good, because I also want to use Razor Fast, so I get advantage.
Hell yes.
Okay. All right. In that case, you're going to need to provide some context to this guy so that he knows that you're doing so.
Yeah. Yes. I'm Athena Hellier. My family has been in the diplomatic range for quite some time, so I am aware of some of the goings-on in this place and abroad. And I think I could be quite handy to have in your pocket.
I like that face.
Sorry, was this charm or?
Well, it's charm or intimidate.
Yeah. Okay, either way, it's good. 24.
Yeah, that's real good.
Fuck. Okay.
That's real good. Contest that.
No, that was just a DC. That was just a DC. It's fine. So the guy pauses and stops and listens to you, and you can see his demeanor shifts as soon as you mention diplomatic stuff. And his shoulders slump a little bit, and he looks over to his boss. And his boss, he, the one that you were just talking to, continues on his way. And his boss comes over to you and says, "We're always happy to help a member of the diplomatic corps with whatever non-classified information we can provide. I must warn you that any official requests for information really should go through the Oni head office, but if there's anything you can provide us, I can certainly put in a good word."
Excellent, because we are on their trail. And Commander Bailey knows about this. We would also hazard a guess that General Hackett, knows about this. So it'd be handy to have someone that's a little less noticeable, running around feeding you information if you should require. But what I wanted to know is that has any of your captured folk, have they mentioned, I know it sounds ridiculous, but have they mentioned Reapers? Connecting with them? It's absurd, but this man seemed convinced that that's what they were doing.
The officer takes in what you're saying and gives us just a little nod of acknowledgement and says, "I'll be sure to take all of this information to Admiral Hackett."
Do-do-ba-doo. Wow.
Fuck! That's my brain fade, not hers.
Oh, I know. And I think it was just adrenaline. It was Athena on adrenaline in the moment, but it was too good.
I know. I gotta wear it.
So good.
I'll be sure to pass all this information along. But again, I certainly cannot pass on classified information without a request through the proper channels, and certainly not in an unsecure location, especially since this is, correct me if I'm wrong, a Minos safe house. And he kind of glances around.
Yes, and one you weren't aware of until we found it.
You assume. I will, as I said, I will pass this along. As to your question, well, you'll just have to put that through the official channels, won't you? Thank you, Miss Hellier. You've been terribly helpful. And like I said, I'll put in a good word for you with the Admiral. Have a lovely day.
Yeah. Bet. See you later.
Athena was just, remembering that they were old friends, and she used to know him when he was a general. She just hasn't kept up with that.
Except that he's in the Navy, not the Army.
Oh!
Yeah, I know.
And so he would never have been a general, because that's the wrong branch.
Actually, this tracks, because she doesn't know rank, so this is perfect. Yep.
Vraga walks up beside Athena, puts a big ol' hand on her shoulder, and says, "It was a nice try. It was worth it. Kind of looked stupid after, but it was worth it."
She just growls at Vraga and... You know what, by the way, Vraga, you know what was stupid? Revealing my source earlier. That's right, when we first ran into these guys, you happened to name drop Harkin when we told him that we wouldn't do that, so you actually compromised me. That was stupid.
Look at me, Athena. We've known each other for what? A half a day? You should know already that smarts aren't exactly my strong suit. What is my strong suit is my strong suit. My strength.
Fine.
As you guys are bickering, the Alliance operatives have all gathered. They've gotten the Minos infiltrator out, and you 6 are left in the Minos safe house. What are you doing next? You can run up this lead with Oni. There's the information that Jesse gathered that he has not yet shared with the group. You have a random new Asari in your midst, which you may or may not want to do something about. Yeah. Oh, and I should say that they also take the other corpse, and everything. They've cleaned up. They haven't cleaned up, but they have removed the other corpse.
Well, before we do anything, Clous is going to go up to Jesse, and sort of like gently put a hand on his shoulder, and say, comfortingly, "I'm sorry that your other friends are such jerks. But hey, you have us now."
Thanks.
She just a little like pat. We're not on affectionate bonk terms yet, but just the little pat.
Yeah. I think Jesse's just gonna leave. I feel like, thanks. We should get back to the ship or someplace safe.
Kaya, do we need to get any more supplies? Did we get supplies yet?
I feel like we're pretty good. We stole all the food from the fridge.
Yeah, I think you guys. Yeah, so you guys, we did in the very first session, months and months ago now. You guys did get your supplies. You did all your checks, and then you guys were gonna run down this lead from Harkin and see where it would take you, so you would have a place to start looking.
Okay, good.
So now you have a couple of options of where to go from here. But yes, otherwise the Corsica is ready to go.
Is that where Jesse's heading, Dan?
Yeah, I think he has not shared any of the information with y'all yet, but he would have implied we should head to the ship. Let's talk there.
Before we do that, Clous said friends. Who the hell is this?
Oh, is she following us?
It looks like.
Clous just says, man, what's the right word? With
Whoever has Amanda, give her a thesaurus for Secret Santa. I'm joking. I love you, Amanda.
No. I accidentally let my iPad go dark, and so my spreadsheet with all of my adverbs was just missing. And
Of course you have a spreadsheet.
I do. It's right here.
I love that.
I have a little word wheel.
I have that feeling wheel. I like that feeling wheel.
Thank you. I do too. I'm just searching. I need to use the reverse dictionary more is what I need to
Yeah, one look is great.
Yeah, absolutely. With profound wisdom. A stranger is just a friend you haven't met yet.
I feel like Nyx and Clous are gonna get along real well.
That's your cue, Asari.
Oh. You're talking to me.
I'm gonna look at Nyx now and say graciously, welcome aboard.
That is assuming you don't have any other prior engagements.
That's right, unilaterally.
I'm speechless. Hold on.
What are you... What are you doing here?
What did I sign up for?
And Elcor just said, come with us.
We didn't sign you up.
Well, you haven't signed up for anything quite yet.
I feel like I don't have an option here, though. You seem very sure that I'm going to be tagging along with you guys.
No.
Okay. Okay.
If I can interject here, though, we don't exactly have anyone to patch us up when we get really broken on the battlefield.
Is she a medical doctor? Because there's lots of kinds of doctors. I don't know.
Yes. I am a medical doctor. I have specialties in xenobiology and a little bit of psychotherapy as well.
Athena rolls her eyes.
If you ever need to talk, Athena, I'm sure it could prove very useful for you.
Wow.
How many of us are just walking down the alleyway going...
Yeah, exactly.
I don't fucking know you. Let's keep it that way for now.
Whatever makes you happy.
Fuck's sake.
Clous is absolutely fucking, blasted by this, by the way, because she admires Athena with all her heart and has never encountered anyone who, can match her. And she just does not know what to do with herself.
So just to make sure I understand what's going on here, y'all have all left the Minos safe house following Jesse, who has just decided we're going now, guys. We're leaving. Did anybody take anything as they were going?
Did they take the broken sentry that we took out? The engineer? Okay, they took that. Okay.
They picked up the corpse. They picked up the remains of the sentry turret. Not there was a whole lot left. It kind of got very blown up.
I thought we kind of picked the place clean.
Then Vraga did not take anything.
I think we just had recording devices from earlier.
So they took everything now. There's nothing on scene?
I mean, there's blood.
Okay.
There's some bits and pieces of hard suit, but they took the majority.
Okay, great.
Yeah, the keepers will clean up the rest of it, and by this time tomorrow, there will be no sign that anything happened here.
Sounds great.
Oh yeah.
You have been listening to I Should Roll, Dangerous Dangers, Episode 7. Well, this is awkward. Featuring the voices of Alanya Campbell as Solace-Within-Clay, Tiff Compton as Ravanor Vraga, Amanda Cotter as Clous, Maria Damianou as Nyxandra Lalliri, Leah Lawson as Athena Hellier, Dan Spitaliere as Jesse Westcott, and Kaya Renwick as everyone and everything else. Music and sound effects are used under Creative Commons or royalty-free licenses. For the extended credits, please see the show notes. And for more information, please visit ishouldroll.com. Find us everywhere on social media at ishouldroll, and don't forget to leave us a review. I Should Roll is an Intergalactic Improv Initiative production. This fan podcast is a transformative work and is not affiliated with Electronic Arts or BioWare. Thank you for listening. Have a pleasant day.
Pretending to be taken by surprise. Oh, hello. I did not see you there. Breathing a metaphorical sigh of relief. If you have made it this far, you have reached the end of the episode. And if you have reached the end of the episode, I believe this means realizing the magnitude of this moment. It must mean that you like us, that you like me. Beaming with pride. You like me. You really, really like me. Thank you for listening. Now, if you don't mind, how about getting to that review?